Hi, I'm Blake, and I want to talk a minute about the home buying process. So, who am I, and what gives me the qualifications to talk about something like this? Well, my name's Blake Dobbins. I work with Leading Edge Real Estate out of the Guntersville office. I am an agent and realtor, and I help buyers, sellers, and investors buy the perfect homes for their needs. So I've noticed over time of talking to different clients and things that a lot of people want to buy a home, but they're not sure where to start. The easiest thing to do is to find a real estate agent or a realtor. That's what we're here for. We can guide you through the entire step of the process. But if you want to kind of get a heads up and kind of know what's going to be coming your way, then this video is definitely for you. Like I said, step one, finding a real estate agent or realtor. And step two is going to be finding out how much you can afford. You're going to do this by getting pre-approved for a loan. You don't really want to get pre-qualified. It doesn't hold as much water, as pre-approval does. If you don't know how to do that, talk to your agent, and they're going to get you in touch with some trusted mortgage brokers, banks, whoever they use, that have trusted and help the process go smoothly on all ends. Okay, so now that we know how much we're able to buy, whether we're going with an FHA, VA, conventional loan, USDA loan, we have a starting point. So as soon as we have that, you're going to want to talk to your agent and tell them everything you want to know about, or everything you want in a house, right? You want to tell them how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms. Do you want a big kitchen? Would you prefer a larger living room? Do you want a natural light, open floor plan? Would you prefer a bigger yard, a garage, carports? Anything you can think of, small, big, whatever it is, just let your real estate agent know. And they should help you by going on to whatever their services are and basically sending you homes that will match what you're looking for the best. Once you get that list, just take a minute, you'll go through it. You'll look at houses you like, houses you don't like, just make notes, say, okay, I don't want to look at this house, I do want to look at this house, and let your realtor know, and they'll set up a time for you to go look at the houses. My recommendation is to find 3 or 4 houses and do those all in one go, just to save you some time. As you look at more houses with your real estate agent or realtor, they're going to learn kind of more your taste, and they're going to be able to narrow down the homes based on what you're going to like. So you'll stop getting just every house that is available at your price point, and that's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, now that we're looking at houses, let's take a second, and as you look at every house, you can take a notebook and you can make notes about the house you like, that you don't like, or you can simply rate the houses as you go through. Keep a mental note of things you hate, things you love, and just rate them on a scale of 1 through 10. Usually, if it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, you probably want to put it on an offer then, because that's going to be one of the harder to find houses for you. If it's lower than 6, I want to say even 7 and lower, you can probably just sit on it for a little bit and think about it. But anything that's definitely 8 or higher, you're going to want to go ahead and put an offer in. At least that's the advice I give to my clients as they're looking. But once you have that house that you've rated 8, 9, or 10, I highly recommend putting in an offer. It's what I recommend to all of my clients. And whenever they're putting in an offer, you may not know how much to offer, right? So that's where your real estate agent comes in again. They're going to be able to compare homes that have sold in the last 3 to 6 months that are as similar as possible. And they should come back and tell you, this is how much they believe the house is worth, but you don't have to go off their valuation. You can go above or below, but generally that's about where it would sell comparatively in the market. Once you know how much you want to offer, you got a few other things to kind of discuss. You're going to want to decide what are your negotiables, right? How much do you want the dealer or So once you decide how much you want to offer, you got to decide your other negotiable items. That can be, they had a certain piece of furniture you really liked. You could ask for that. You could ask for the fridge. You could ask for almost anything and put it into offer. One of the most common things is just to ask for some money on closing. This can depend on the value of the house and how much closing costs are going to be and how much you can afford. If you need more closing money towards closing, you can ask for more, and that can be one of your non-negotiable items, like you need this to be able to close on this house. And that's a pretty common thing to ask for, so don't feel bad about asking for money at closing. Once we decide what our negotiables are going to be, we're going to put in the offer. Your realtor's going to type it up. They're going to have everything on it. They're going to send it to you. You're going to look over it, sign it, send it back to them. Then they're going to send it to the other side, whether it's the seller or the seller's agent. At that point, they're going to decide if they're going to go ahead and agree to everything you ask for, or if they're going to come back with a counter offer. If they come back with a counter offer, don't be intimidated. You can still negotiate. Like I said, some things you can say are non-negotiable, but there's some things that you may be willing to give on. And you may be able to get a offer that you both are happy with. Now, the third option is they can just reject it or ignore the offer altogether. If this happens, my advice is just to move on. That's not the right house for you, but we can keep putting in offers. Okay, so let's say that they accepted your offer, right? So after we have an accepted offer, what are we going to be expecting? Generally, you're going to want a home inspection. They're going to go top to bottom of the house, and they're going to look for any and everything that's damaged, needs repairs, code violations, make sure the house is safe, everything like that. After that, they'll send back a report. You'll look at the report, decide what needs to be repaired, what you're okay with, and you're going to send that to the selling agent or seller and tell them, hey, we need these repairs done. And they'll say, okay, we can do these, but we can't do these, or they may just do them all. Both are very common, and it's something you shouldn't be surprised about. Another inspection that's very common in the area is a termite inspection. So you want to get termite inspection done. It's super easy. Just a pest control company comes out, looks at it, and they tell you, is there signs of termites or not? If there's signs of termites, you send it to the seller, they take care of it, or they say we can't take care of it, and you can either walk away from the deal or you can continue on. So we're getting home inspections and termite inspections. How do you even find these people, right? Well, that's where your real estate agent comes in again. They're gonna have these contacts throughout their working area. They're gonna know who's good, who's not, who to trust, who not to trust, and they can help you get that scheduled. So at the same time these inspections are being done, you're also gonna be doing title, and they're gonna be doing the mortgage. The way that's gonna happen is your real estate agent is gonna receive the signed contract back from either the listing agent or the seller, and they're going to forward that to whatever title company you've picked. It could be a title company, it can be a lawyer that you have on file. There are several options. Talk to your agent again, they're going to help you out with that. They're also going to send that contract to the company that you got your pre-approval with, right? And once they send that contract out, the mortgage company is going to contact you, and they're going to tell you all the things you're going to need. You're going to need bank accounts, pay stubs, W-2s, different things like that. But again, it's a very easy process. Don't be intimidated by it. So once you're started the mortgage work, one of the things that's going to happen is the mortgage company is going to want to have an appraisal done. This is going to tell them how much the value of the home is worth. In other words, how much the bank is going to say that they will loan you towards the house. Generally, most houses will appraise if your agent has done their homework correctly. So at this point, we've gotten our inspections taken care of. We've sent our stuff to the title company, the mortgage company. We've scheduled the appraiser. What do we do now? We wait and wait. And while you're waiting, don't apply for credit cards. Don't go buy a car. Don't buy anything on credit. Don't touch anything that has anything to do with your credit. Don't transfer large sums of money because those could all mess up your mortgage. So it's just not worth it. Just wait till after you close. Usually it takes 30 to 45 days. Sometimes it can take longer. It depends on the nuances of different things. But again, your real estate agent is going to be able to help you depending on your situation. So it's closing day, maybe the day before closing day. This is the last thing we really got to do. We're going to want to go to the home and we're going to walk through with you. You'll want to look for any kind of damage that wasn't there when you first looked at the home. You're going to make sure water is working and make sure there's not, make sure that someone didn't put a hole in the wall while you've been waiting, right? Make sure appliances work, everything like that. And then we'll go to closing day. This is what we have all been waiting for. You'll go to your closing table. A lot of agents will be there at closing. Some agents won't. If it's me, I'm going to be there with you. At this point, you're just going to come in with your down payment as a check, or you can wire transfer it to the title company or lawyer, whoever you're using. And you're just going to sign papers. You're just going to be looking over everything. You should have seen most of these papers before this day. So you're just going to sign everything. And then after you've signed everything, you get your keys. And that's really all there is to it. At that point, you are a homeowner. So you're a homeowner. Now what do we do? One of the things I suggest you do first is you go to your city, county office, and you go file for a homestead exemption. In the state of Alabama, that's going to lower your taxes significantly. So definitely one of the things I recommend doing. Then you're going to want to go get your utilities turned on and things like that. But that's really all you got to do. At this point, you're just moving in. You've gone through everything, and hopefully with the right agent, you haven't had too many problems. Occasionally things happen, but for the most part, it's a very smooth and easy process that your agent would love to help you with. That's why it's important to find a good agent, stick with them, because they're going to be able to help you through every step of the process. So my name is Blake Dobbins. I'd love to help you if you're in my area, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.